Good morning, folks. Good morning. How are we? Welcome to the finals of the 2021 Northern Nevada Scratch Bowlers Tour, the NNSBT Players Championship. This is the finals. And so welcome, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate having you all weekend. Unfortunately, we've had some issues with the internet, so we were unable to capture last night's 6 p.m. squad in order to preserve the internet so we can have a good stream today. Practice is just now finishing up, and we're going to be here for a few hours. Format, for anybody that's new, if you're just tuning in or if you're watching the playback, we've got 3 different divisions. 211 plus, 190, 210, 189 under. So we're going to bowl 4 games this morning to start. 4 games, pins carry over from qualifying. So we'll bowl 4 extra games here, and we'll cut half the field in both the top 2 division. Now, since the 189 under division only has 3 bowlers, it will only drop the bottom bowler after 4 games. So, got 4 games to get yourself in. Your highest qualifiers are over here on the high end. Tyler Lopez, Mike Sulak, Will Charnow. They're all in lane 3. And then you got Skylar Belcher, Josh Zimmerman on lane 4. And then over here, you've got Sean Hornberger, Andy Kinney, Todd Hyman, KC Knutson. So that's all. Everybody that's in the 211 and plus division. You're seeing them right here, 5 and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Everybody going to move a pair to the right. And then on the 190 and 210 division, we got Nick Dykema. He's here in front of us on 6. And then Richie Myers, Eugene Algie, Will Wilkerson, they're on 7. Along with Kyle Barkdole, Gary Hudgens. They are on 8. And then you go over here to 9 and 10. You've got Tristan DeLauder, Cheyenne Myers, Sean Lee, Jeff Vargas, Eric Peters. They're all Tristan DeLauder and Cheyenne Myers are in the 190 to 210 division, and Sean Lee, Jeff Vargas, Eric Peters are in the under division. So the under division drops 1 after 4. The other 2 will drop or to keep the top 4, cut the half of the field. So they'll drop 4, keep 4. And Myers goes 10 back. So that's our format for today. We will most likely have issues with the internet connection. I appreciate y'all letting me know, but not much I'll be able to do with that throughout the stream. So I apologize in advance, but that is most likely going to be an issue. Unfortunately. As it has been all weekend. So, scores were awfully low. I've got the cut scores up there. This is not game 4 of 4. My apologies to anybody that's just tuning in. This is game 1 of 4. Then once we make those cuts, we'll bowl 2 games, cut half the field again. That's where we're at. Go ahead and share the video if you haven't already. It helps us out when you do. I'm going to be pinning in the comments. I'll put a pinned comment of the link in the YouTube. Go watch it over there. Everything works better over in YouTube land. And it just helps me out, too, if you do it that way, instead of watching it on Facebook. So please do that for me. So that's in the chat. For anybody that's in the live chat, that's there. Andy Kinney. Ooh, oh, gets the 10 pin to fall late. Avoids the pocket 7-10. Some major approach issues last night, causing some just major interruptions in play. Andy Kinney actually had withdrawn because of those. He had made it on an earlier squad, but did withdraw from one of the squads. As Richie Myers goes to the face. It avoids the split, though, so that's fortunate there for him. Fortunate for him there. If you're in the chat, say what's up. If you've been to Winnemucca, the Spare Time Bowl, let me know. It's not many times come out. It's about my third time, I think, that I've been out this way. Yeah, carrying pins over, bowling 4 games, cutting half the field. So should be a somewhat quick process, as there's not too many bowlers on a pair. Kaylee, what's up? Appreciate you tuning in. Idaho is representing out here quite well. Tyler bowled really good. He's your number 1 top qualifier. Sean will clean up his spare, and you'll have Casey Knutson up. He made it in the final squad last night. That's 10 back, good shot. Richie Myers, 10 back, good shot. So, yeah, post that link to YouTube in the comments. Head on over there, watch it there. Helps me out a ton, and it just works better with your devices, watching it on TV, all that stuff. Helps quite a bit. Also, limited supply left of the championship bowling. Ooh, Andy Kinney through the face. That is not 10 back. The 10 back baby t-shirt. Championship threads. Link in all of our social media, and it's in the description there as well. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure to put that in there. Nick Nahima is through the face, and that's not looking good either. Head on over there, purchase a shirt. Helps us out when you do that, and helps us out when you join our Patreon. A lot of options to allow you guys to help us out, because it means a lot. Will Wilkerson 10 back. Andy Kinney at the split doesn't quite cut it enough. Head on over here to our top qualifiers. Lanes 3 and 4. 1 and 2, Problem Childs. We'll share now. That's a flat 10. So, yeah. 1 and 2 were Problem Childs yesterday, causing quite a bit of setbacks, and they have been taken out. So 11 and 12 is your buffer pair, and then 1 and 2 is an emergency buffer pair. So won't be using those. Of a 180, Robin. So if you're referring to the lane, if the lane is in a 180, typically that's because the sweep comes down and it stops. So the pin center like that, it would just stop with the sweep down with no pins on the deck. That would be referred to as a 180. Typically what that means, having worked on these machines, is that there's a jam with the pins. Pins aren't getting loaded into the rack in the top. So it just sits there and waits for pins. That would be a 180, if that's what you're referring to. This is Skylar Belcher, shot 840. That's going to miss the head pin right. Ouch. Mike Sulak shot 300 in the first 300 on stream for us. And 2 of those shots in the 10th frame with Brooklyn. He's got a decent look on the fresh. That's 10 back. Right there. So Sulak early has a really good look. We also have a front 4 on lane 4 currently. Yeah, Sulak has a really good look, especially on the fresh. Skylar Pack. Where's Oh, so is this for Skylar Belcher? I'm not sure. Skylar Pac-Man, Skylar Belcher. We can get you over there. He's right here. On the string. Current. Try now. That ball's way left. Crosses over. Charnow unable to strike early. Looks like the theme for a lot of bowlers, except whoever is 1 and 2 on lane 4, which would have been Tyler Lopez, Mike Sulak. That's who that is. So Lopez got the front 4 early. So we'll wait for land on over to Daikima. He's on lane 5. Two-hander. Slaps the 10 out, and that's nice. Todd Hyman right there, I think. Todd struggling early here. And Belcher up with Lopez. We'll head back over to 3 and 4. Better ball from Belcher. That's high. Trips the 4-9 late. Nice. Lopez up. Lane 3 on the front 4. Bang. And back. That's front 5. So another 300 watch, I guess. We're halfway there. Ow. Hornberger. 4-7-9 on a decent shot. So Sean struggling early with 1 strike. Not able to find anything else. Zimmerman will step up here on lane 4 with Sulak following. That's to the face. Kicks the 3 out of that. Makes that much easier. Wasn't like shooting at 3-6-10. Hornberger at the 4-7-9. He'll just whiff it right between them. Sulak has to go to Brooklyn. Had a lot of luck with that yesterday, but not going to catch that same break today as he leaves the 5-pin. We'll head on over to the high end here and take a look at who we've got down on 9 and 10. 9 and 10 is consistent. Tristan Delatter, Cheyenne Myers, Sean Lee, Jeff Vargas, Eric Peters. Eric Peters, the owner of Spare Time Bowl. Vargas up. Brooklyn, nope, 5-pin. All right, Lopez stepping up the opposite side. We'll wait here. That's going to cross over and take that out. Lopez up now. Lane 4. Ball looks pretty good. Got it. 6-pack. So a 6-bagger early for Lopez. I mean, he started really shot. He's a top qualifier, 878. A couple really good games in there. His game's looking really good. He looks pretty loose. When Tyler bowls like this, with physical game looks like this, he usually scores really well. He's got a pretty good ball roll, able to manipulate it quite a bit. So, I said from the amount of times that I've seen him bowl now, I can kind of tell when he gets a little tight and starts grabbing at it a little bit. And that's kind of when the wheels start to fall off for him. But when he's looking like he is right now, he usually has a really good look. Cheyenne Myers up now. Left what is that, a 9-pin? Looks like a 9-pin. She's got an okay game going. Make this spare, and she will. So she's got a solid game going. She needs to make up quite a bit of ground as the current cut for that division is minus 24. Minus 24. So, and she's minus 53. So a little bit of ground to make up for her, but a couple of solid games will get her right back in it. Martin Casey Knutson up on lane 4, slaps a 10 out. That's a good break. You see Andy Kinney here up as well. We appreciate y'all over in Facebook land tuning in. I see quite a few of you new faces. This is the finals for the Northern Nevada Scratch Bowlers Tour Players Championship. Bowling 4 games, cutting out the field in each division. There's 3 divisions bowling. So that's what we'll be doing. If you guys are watching on Facebook, I'd appreciate it if you head on over to YouTube, subscribe to us. That's where it helps out the most. Annie Kinney, good-looking ball there. I can't quite get it up the hill. They play pretty tough, and part of the reason why this on paper this pattern really isn't that hard, but there's a lot of humidity, and it's been fairly warm, so the ball has been wanting to really hook early. So a lot of guys have been getting deep pretty quickly, and that really hasn't been the play from what I can see, early at least. The straighter you can play early, the better off you'll end up being. And then as they start to transition, you can move in a little bit. So I see games not be great in Game 1, go pretty high Game 2 as the friction starts to develop, and those guys that get deep are able to get their ball up the hill. And then 3 and 4, as they transition again, scores dive. They take a nose dive. So that's kind of been the trend that I've seen. And it's been pretty consistent through all the squads on this pattern. Lopez is going to be up. And Hyman looks like he goes through the face. Eugene up on lane 7 right now. Mixer got it. Belcher. He'll kick out. Oh, almost the whole bucket. Almost crumbles the bucket. Can't quite get the 8-pin to fall. Or is that the 4? It looks like that's actually the 4 pin. Tyler Lopez up now, lane 5. 4, 3, excuse me. On the front 6. Oh, yeah, slaps the 9 now. That's 10 back. And on the front 7, Tyler Lopez early, off to a really hot start. Good for Tyler, man. Bowling really good right now. Ball reaction looks really good. And the score's there. If he can get off to a hot start, he really came alive there at the end of his qualifying block. So if he can keep going, he's going to be good. Sulak. Through the face. Zimmerman up lane 4. Bob approaches. So they were really tacky, the first couple of squads, from what I understood. This is me gathering information. I'm not bowling, so I don't know exactly. But what I could understand is they were really tacky. And then, I don't know, there's just like powder that Brunswick makes that you can put on there to help it. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is. Apparently that was put on minutes before the squad started. And Kinney, it's going to tickle the 10-pin, won't fall. Apparently that was put on minutes before the squad started, and it made the approaches very inconsistent. It wasn't that they were they were still kind of tacky, but then there were also places where you would just slip. So there were some major issues with that. Decision not made by Michael. Not sure who made that decision, but Michael was not that person. I think they were manageable, at least when they were really tacky. I mean, you could at least trust that you were going to stick. But when the powder was applied, then at that point you would slip on some balls, and some balls you would still stick. And at that point, there's a couple topples. Like people fell pretty hard. So, yeah, that's where we were at. Lopez up front 7. See what he's got here. He can extend this string of strikes to 8. Oh, looks pretty good. Yeah, nice. So Lopez off to a real hot start. All right, Sulak. Was that crossover? I couldn't quite catch that, but I had to get things in place here for Lopez as he enters the 9th frame here shortly. Hornberger up, so we'll take a look at what he's got. That's what I understand. That was happening to everybody. Andy just had already qualified. He was just bowling, I think, for bracket money and get more entries. And, yeah, decided he didn't want to continue because he did. I specifically remember the shot that he stopped on. He stuck on the strike for his first ball. Hornberger goes 10 back. On his first ball, stuck like normal. Went to pick the spare. It was the 6-9-10. Knutson mixer got it. 6-9-10 went to throw at it and slipped and whiffed it. And then apparently, I'm sure that had been happening for some time at that point. Cheyenne Myers 10 back. Richie Myers up now. I'm sure that had been happening for some time at that point. But that was kind of the last straw, I believe, for Richie. Oof, that's not good. So here's Andy struggling a bit early here. Down to double, but hasn't found anything since. Oh, looks pretty good. Yeah. A little more rotation, looks like, from out of Andy. That's what Tyler's advantage is, the roll. He's able to get it pretty far up the back and still get it to finish. And Lopez on the front 8. Ball's a little left. It's got to push a lot. Nope. Through the face. Damn it. Dang it. Man, we want to go ahead and share a front 9 watch. Pinches that one off through the face. Appreciate all those who had shared our video on Facebook. Get it out to the masses. Let them know what we're doing here. There's a lot of new faces here that I've never seen, so I'm sure there's a lot of our fans that haven't seen a lot of these people too, but some familiar ones like Lopez Hornberger. Hornberger up now. We're going to take a look at his shot. Lane 5. As well as Eugene. So, yeah, go ahead and share the video and head on over to YouTube. Watch it there. Join the chat. Answer your questions. Hornberger. Oh, wow. That's a nasty wrap 10. Yeah, that's true. Issue is somewhat alleviated, yep, by the we tried to sweep it off, but I mean, it is what it is. Not much you can do. After the deed's been done, you can just kind of try to make it as right as possible. Yep, not on Mike. What was the decision he made? But it was taken care of, and here we are. And it looks like the approaches are much better. I don't see anybody falling or slipping or sticking very badly. So looks like those issues have been fixed. I know Mike was here pretty early working on those, so I'm sure that's probably why they're in much better condition today as they were yesterday. Okay, Cheyenne up lane 10. Working on a strike. Needs something here. Ball's a little left. It's got to push or hook a lot. Oh, wow. What a break. So she can shoot a big game. A 220 was shot. Who shot that? DeLauder. Tristan DeLauder shoots 220. So that's a solid game from him. But decently high scores here on the end pairs. So, Cheyenne up now on a double. This is a big shot. As she gets that break, trips the 5-10 out real late. Big shot for her. Ball looks a little left, too. That's to the face. And that's a 3-pin. Ouch. She shoot 180, 90. She'll go 2. Not bad, but she needs to make up a little more pins than that. So she's going to probably try to hope that people come back to her. Berger up now, and Lopez. Well, we'll see Lopez first. He's about to first ball in his 10th. No, second. So we should have a big game. That ball looks pretty good. Got it. So Lopez, solid game going for him now. Eugene, that's 10 back. So Sean had a 3-bagger, a little bit of a unfortunate wrap 10, and then a much better ball there. That's 10 back. Back to Lopez to finish off his game. He can shoot, 270? 278. That looks like he will. 277. Hot start continues for Lopez as he continues to extend his lead. If he keeps bowling like that, he's not going to have anybody to worry about. Sulak isn't quite going to have the game that Lopez just had as Belcher chops the 3.6910. Sulak up. Tyler's been bowling great. Flat 10 for Sulak. So his game not going to be as good as he had hoped. He can shoot 18, and he's going to lose substantial ground to Lopez. Knutson chops the split in his 10th, and he's going to shoot 160. I'm sure the frustration setting in for Knutson. Zimmerman trying to salvage whatever this game, or whatever he can from this game. He's got to fill the 10th with 30. Shoot 178. Sulak will clean up his spare. Hornberger up. Finish off his 10th frame. He's going to get 7. He'll get 27 in that and shoot 197. Some solid games around the house and some not so solid games. So we're scoring pace a little bit all over right now. Kima comes up a little bit short there. And now he can shoot 180. A lot of 180s, 190, 180s, 270, a couple of 220s. Cheyenne did shoot 222 up there for DeLatter. So yeah, a couple good games around the house. This Kenny's about to step up. Kenny now, to finish off his game, can shoot 2-0 if he punches. Oh, Stone's a dirty 9-pin. Ouch. That is dear Tay. So Kenny going to lose some ground too, and he had some ground to make up. Kenny is -3. He's looking to get to +40 at least. So the cut scores are going to change here quite a bit. There's some good games getting bowled. Cleans up his spare. So that's the end of game number 2, folks. Game number 3, or game number 1. Game number 2 going to come up. Just about everybody's finished here. And everybody's going to move a pair to the right. So we're going to have on the marquee pairs here the highest qualifying seeds bowling next to each other. We've got, again, if you're new, 4 games. This is game 1 of 4. We've got 4 games cutting half the field into the top 2 divisions. In the bottom division, we're only dropping 1 since there's 3. Kenny to finish off his game. That ball's way left to the face. Kenny not looking as solid as he has been previously. He's going to need to figure that out if he's going to try to make a run. $2,400 to the winner today. A lot of money up top. And it pays pretty solid throughout. If you get to the final game, you're bowling for $400. So the payout is real good for a $70 entry. Everybody's going to switch pairs. I'm going to take a quick break as we start game number 2. Head on over to YouTube. Get your shirts while they last. They're selling out pretty quick. Over on Championship Threads. Link is in the description. Head on over to YouTube. Like, subscribe. And I'll be right back. Thanks, folks. Fortunate there, if you guys were watching, Knutson just fouled. Knutson just fouled. I don't know exactly what happened. Kenny has no issues there, and he goes 10 back. Yeah, not exactly sure what just happened, but Knutson had some sort of issue at the foul line, couldn't keep his balance, and then fell forward when the ball was 3/4 of the way down the lane. And unfortunately, that is a foul. Zimmerman, lane 5. Oh, yeah, slaps a 10, and the 7 falls real late. Knutson, better ball. I mean, that's 9 spare. So, anything really hurt? Not really. Hey, this is Cornholio 420. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, buddy. We try to provide as high quality a stream as possible for everybody to watch. See what amateur bowling is all about, and this is the best it has to offer. That's why Mike had me come out also cover his tournament. I mean, the tournament has ran really well. We've had some issues with the approach issue in lanes 1 and 2, but Mike has handled them very, very well. In the face of some adversity. So, tip the cap to Mike Blair. Bowl his tournaments, guys. They're really good. I mean, we had $2,400 getting paid up top on a $70 entry. The Utah Open pays that amount. No knock to Steve at all. His tournaments are great. But you also have, almost 500 people, 500 separate entries, and he's paying $2,500 up top now. Pays out a lot more, I think, you make the cut, and it pays out quite a bit. Now low, but I mean, $2,400 up top. Come bowl, man. That's a lot of money. He's getting people to get invested, involved, sponsorship dollars to pay the bowlers to come out. Bowlers tournaments. We do have a scoring update, so Mike's being quick about that. You 3x your money just by making the cut. So, yeah, hard to beat. Real hard to beat. Scoring update. I'm going to clarify one thing with Mike. I'm going to be right back, folks. Yeah, that's why we aren't using 1 and 2 anymore, because they did hold up play a little bit. So, yeah, Mike has done really well with playing with the cards he was dealt. And yeah, overall, I mean, you're gonna all these guys are gonna 3x their money, so their entry, and somebody's gonna walk away with $2,400. That's pretty solid out of a tournament. I mean, that's regional money, guys. That's legit a region. Like regionals pay. Like the one in Utah we covered paid $3,000 up top. So I mean, you're just $600 short of a regional, of a big regional, not a small regional, a big regional. Hard to beat, real hard to beat. IMO. Joey Hinkle. I have a Joey Hinkle. Not sure who Joey Hinkle is, Heather, unfortunately. So I did make a mistake. Pins don't carry over from qualifying, but for the games today they carry over. So they carry over through qualifying until the last game, and then it's just top game. So current cut score for the 89 and under division. Eric Peters shot 169, so that was minus, what is that, 31? The 190 and under division, Eric Eugene has jumped to the top of that division, and that is +2. Carl Barkdol is 202, he's +2, so tied with Cheyenne Myers. And the over division, Todd Hyman 196, so -4. Pretty crazy that the over division has a lower cut score than the middle division. So there you go. Eugene, I don't know how to say your last name, Eugene. I'm sorry. So Eugene and Tristan both shoot 220, and Richie Myers, Kyle Barkdol, Richie Myers shoots 206, Kyle Barkdol, Cheyenne Myers 202. And that field is stacked. I mean, they are right on top of each other. Tristan and Eugene, they got a little bit of like a 20-pin lead almost, but after that, it's less than 10. Yep. And Mike's done a really good job structuring out a tour. So a lot of consistency. So you got to tip the cap. Bonus tournaments, guys, for real. Up top, Tyler Lopez, 277, so he's running away. Sulak shot 17. Then Hornberger, 97. Hyman, 96. Behind him is Charnow at 93. Kinney at 87. And Belcher at 76. So a lot of ground for those guys to make up to get to where Todd Hyman has set the pace. And really, Tyler Lopez. It's gonna be tough to catch him. Hornberger goes 10 back. Then in the under division, Sean Lee shoots 88, Jeff Vargas 79, and Eric Peters 69. So they're on top of each other as well. Any mixer got it. Charnow, mixer, nope. 3/4 of the bucket. Knutson goes 10 back. So Todd Hyman had some questions about Knutson and the foul. So any rules experts out there, at what point does the ball become dead? So I guess the question, from when I saw, Knutson definitely fouled. The ball had not even hit the pins before he fell into the gutter. So that is a foul. But at what point would that not be a foul, if that is even a point? So rules experts, and again, rule expert, find the rule, show me what rule it is in the USBC rules. I'd like to see it. Let me know what you think. Let me know where that's at, if you know. what rule that is. I'd like to see it. At what point does the ball become dead and that is no longer a foul? If that is ever a thing. Myers to the face, 6-10. Eric Peters to the face also. He leaves just 6. Over here is Tyler Lopez about to step. Lopez stepping up, lane 6. So off a 270 game, not quite as good a game this game. Looks like, I think 3 and 4 just really score well. I think it's just a good pair. Ball's way left. No, maybe not. He's moved. He's made a big move. Lopez has. And a good one, because that ball looked massively left, and it wasn't. Knutson. Bang, 10 back. So he's got a little bit of a string of strikes as you go in foul spare, which is 9 spare. No hurt. 9 spare 3-bagger. So Knutson on his way to a solid game that he's going to need as he has fallen to the bottom of the over-division leaderboard. Sulak 10 back. This is Sean Lee. Sean Lee mixer. Oh, 5-pin. Not like Cheyenne Mayer's having a good game, or game 2. She's going to need. She's right there. But this game being as bad as it might be is definitely not going to help her. Because that's where the hook doesn't. Myers up, lane 3. Cheyenne, lane 3, working off, going open. He has 3 opens this game. Ball's left. You're going to miss the head pin left. Doesn't look comfortable. Does not look comfortable right now as Lopez cleans up that not very easy spare. Yeah, she does not look comfortable at all. Jeff Vargas with the nice spare. I think that's Jeff Vargas. Could be wrong. Yeah, I think that's Jeff Vargas. So big spare here. Try and need something. That looks like a better ball off her hand. And unfortunately not going to pick up the spare, but that's a much better looking ball off her hand. She now has 3 opens in a row. Digging herself quite the deep hole. Sulak up. Lane 5. Nope, can't quite get it. Kenny up lane 7. Another mediocre game for him. Unable to just really get things going. That's 10 back. So can he double off of that? Going to need a double off of that because Knutson has found his stride and has a 4-bagger. So he's looking to make a big comeback from the bottom of the leaderboard. Sulak gets what he was looking for, gets that spare. Todd Hyman struggling here in his second game. That's to the face. Fortunate not to split there. Ooh, nice split pickup over there, 9. Lopez, good looking ball. And back. So Tyler having a good time here. check on our guys on the high end. Richie Myers up. Had a really good set in his qualifying squad. He's bowling good. Oh, 4-pin. Good ball. Unfortunate to 4-pin there. And that's through the face. Hornberger up. Lane 6. Mixer, nope, 2-8. And Cheyenne will step up. We got to check on her, see if she can get something going here. She needs to throw it just a good ball. Get some confidence back. Just needs to get her confidence back a little bit. Shine up lane 4 off of 3 straight opens. Really need something here. That's 10 back. Good ball. Doesn't she needed something like that. And back there for Daikima. Good shot. Knutson has extended his string of strikes. So Knutson on a tear. Who's he chomping at the bit at? He could have a big game here. It'll be Arnberger and Hyman. Wasn't too far behind. Only 30 back of them. So he can make those pins up pretty quickly here with a solid game on this 4-bagger. 5-bagger now that he's got. Charnow up, as well as Hornberger about to step up as well. He cleans up a spare. Charnow will leave the 210. Zimmerman will step up just behind the Skids Mobile Tire Service logo. That's through the face. Thank you to the 40 via tuning in. If you're new, game 2 of 4 of the finals. Oh, that was almost Hyman 9-pin. Ouch. It's game 2 of 4 of the finals. We're going to cut half the field into the top 2 divisions, so 4 will move on. After 4 games, 2 will move on from the under division. That's currently Jeff Vargas at -21. And then what will happen is we'll bowl another 2 games, pins carrying over from these first 4. All 2 more games cut, again, half. So the top 2 from the 2 divisions and the top 1 from the 89 and under division, they will bowl, 5 of those guys will bowl on 1 pair. It's 3 or 4 or 5 and 6, not sure exactly which one. They'll bowl 1 game on that pair. And at that point, just the pins will not carry over. You'll reset the pins and then go off of the highest game. So whoever has the highest game, this Belcher goes 10 back there. It's a good shot. Whoever has the highest game wins. Much like the TAT. Kenny up now. Cheyenne Myers doubled off camera, so she really needs to fill the 10th now, 9th and 10th to salvage this game. Kenny, better looking ball. That's 10 back. Sulak, lane 5. Also, if you're new, head on over to the YouTube channel. Watch it there. Helps us out a lot when you watch it on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you have a couple options of helping us out. Let's see. Bob Taylor, thank you. As you said, Rule 5A: a foul occurs when a part of the body of the player encroaches on goes beyond the foul line and touches any part of the lane equipment during or after a delivery. Player is on the approach in position to make a succeeding delivery. So I see. So even if he had struck, pin setter comes down until the next bowler is up ready to make a delivery, he's still in play. Very interesting. Was not aware that was the rule. So tip the cap. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you. Mike, if you're in the chat, there you go. There's your rule. So it would have been a foul either way. I know I've seen in the USBC discussion group on Facebook, someone was asking a question similar to this. There's your answer, because they were saying, somebody like clears a deadwood or something down lane. So at that point, they just have to wait till the next bowler's up on the approach, and then they could clear the deadwood. I don't know. Ticky-tacky rule in that aspect, I guess, in league play. Personally, think there should be. I don't know. You have to have the rule in tournaments like this for situations like that, but if you have like someone working or whatever it is, a little bit ticky-tacky. Myers makes her spare, so gonna need to fill the 10th. Lopez just struck. That came out as spare. Got it. Knudsen opened in the middle of his string of strikes, looking to get back on that train. He will. Nice ball. 10 back. So game 2 wrapping up. We're going to head into game 3. Again, we're cutting half the field in the top 2 divisions. You're on YouTube. Thank you for watching there. Head on over to YouTube if you're on Facebook. Also, pick up one of your shirts. They're going pretty quickly. We only have 1 2X left currently. So if you want it. Yeah, John, you're right. But there's a great example. A great example is a place like this where we had one of the workers bowling, or all of the workers here were bowling this tournament. So, I mean, that's neither here nor there. There's opinions on both sides of that. Only one of those people has made the cut. He's in the under division. But what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? I don't know. But usually is cleared by an employee. But I've had situations where we're waiting forever for a deadwood to clear. At that point, I'd just throw a ball at it. You know what I mean? Like the PBA does. They don't wait. They don't run down there, but they don't wait. They just throw a ball at it real slow in the gutter. So maybe that's it. So, or like maybe like I've seen people like a piece of tape or a thumb slug in the gutter or something. I don't know. Doesn't happen a lot. And like, honestly, if you pulled that in like league, like at that point, I'm not a league. I don't really want to bowl ever. Like I get this a rule, but if you're going to be enforcing that, like my thumb slug flew into the. I don't usually use it. I don't use a thumb slug anymore. But I had it. It's in the halfway into the gutter. I just need to take a step into the gutter to grab it. And if you like try to get me on the rule there, probably never going to bowl a league with that person again. So, wrapping up game 2. If you'd like to help us out, purchase one of those shirts, head on over to Patreon. You also, in the YouTube chat, there's a little smiley emoji guy and a little $ sign, so you can send donations that way. That helps us out a ton. Liking the video, subscribing, all that stuff helps out a ton. Lopez to the face. Fortune there didn't pay the ultimate price, so he's going to be able to fill the 10th. He's going to have another solid game. Hornberger, that's 10 back. So Hornberger can shoot 05 if he punches. Newson's going to make up some ground on him. Is Hyman the next guy? Yep, Todd Hyman. Right there, just missed that. And he's not. He's going to lose a lot of ground to Knudsen. Belcher. It's 10 back. That's a good ball from Belcher. Oh, my paper's right here. Oh, goodness, I was going to say. Belcher had fallen a little bit, but that's a good ball from him there. Hornberger to finish now. Oh, 7-pin stands. So Belcher's going to make a few pins there, too. So that's good. And so as soon as I have scores for this second game, bring him to you, but it looks like Belcher is going to gain a little bit. He's got a string of strikes. This one could help him a lot. Knudsen going to make up some pins. Lopez is going to maintain his lead. Ouch. That 4-pin. That was a big shot. Wanted that one. Yeah, Belcher, Knutson going to make up pins. Hyman's going to fall. Hornberger's going to kind of stay stagnant. Sulak is going to fall a little bit. And Lopez just kind of extends his lead a tiny bit. Knutson, big ball. Got it. So Knutson with a solid game there. Kinney needs to fill the 10th here. Salvage this game. There's the first one. That's the most important. Sulak goes 10 back. That's a solid shot. Zimmerman, that's a good ball. So Zimmerman going to struggle. He's going to drop. Well, he might actually stay the same. It's going to be a similar game to what he just bowled. And a flat 10 from Sulak. Kinney needs this. This one's really important, too. Mixer, no. Daikima up on lane 8. Crosses over. Gets the hit. No stuff. So if you're in the YouTube watching, hit like the video. Helps us out when you like, and the chat activity helps too. So thanks for Zine Cornholio, John Patterson, and Bob Taylor for keeping it fresh up in there. Myers shot 147, so that's a hit. That is not going to help. Zimmerman stones a 9 on his fill. 9's going to be good enough. Shine Alley's at 369.10. Will not pick it, so he's going to fall quite a bit as well. So a lot of takers, a couple takers this game, a whole lot of givers this game. Giving away spots. So a good time to move on up, as this is the final couple shots of the second game before we move into the third. I'm going to take another quick break. Once we get scores back from game 2, I will be right back. So don't go anywhere. And if you do, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Thanks, folks. we've been here, I haven't had any issues. All right, thank you for your patience, folks. Boy needs a break sometimes. He wants to stay fresh. And fresh to death. Scoring update. You guessed it. Tyler Lopez still leads and is plus 93. Sulak not too far behind now. Only 53. I mean, yes, 53 is not a lot. It's a decent amount. So Sulak, Lopez plus 93. Sulak plus 40. Knutson plus 05. And Hardenberger minus 8. So minus 8 now. This is the cut score for the over division. And he's currently tied with Andy Kinney. 210, 90 to 210, that division. If Tristan DeLatter now is leading, goes 22-12 to go to plus 34. Eugene plus 09. Will Wilkerson minus 8. Nick Dakima minus 9. So that cut score is now minus 9. In the under division, Sean Lee, 355. Jeff Vargas, 336. Who's that? Minus 64. That's correct, right? 64, 9, and 8. Yep. Bang. So, our girl Cheyenne Myers has fallen quite a bit with that, and she is about 50 sticks off the pace. So she's going to need to make up 50 sticks in 2 games to get herself in. This is the 3rd game we got her in front of us now. And over on the end pairs where we have the leaders, Hardenberger and Knutson. And then Sulak and Lopez are in front of us on 7 and 8. Your under division bowlers are just to our left here on 5 and 6. And bang, that's 10 back right there. That's a good shot. Like Sulak at the split. The 3-6, 3-4-6. Oh, almost got it. I don't know what it was. Over here, see Richie Myers. Shiny Myers will be up after him. She needs 2 big games. Get her back, get herself back in. Cheyenne will be first to go out of the Myers family. Head back on over here, and we'll take a look at Daddy Rich. That ball's way right. Ouch. And that's a 4-6 pin. Cheyenne with leaving. Wow, that was a much better result than how that ball looked. That ball is half a board from going in the ditch. This is Kenny Hornberger. Kenny Hornberger Knutson. So your 3, 4, 5 bowlers. As well as Hyman, who's fallen now to second to last in the over division, 11 over. Week 1 fantasy football started Thursday. So I got all my guys. I got a couple of guys that played. Chris Godwin played on Thursday. Got me a couple of points. And the GOAT, TB12. Yeah, typically that's the case. They're breaking down a little quicker, it looks like. Guys are moving in quicker. Trying to find room, and Harnberger goes straight through the face, and that's a big 4. Belcher through the face, and Messenger no, right in front of the 10 pin. So yeah, so they're not playing great. It looks like they're getting harder. So I got Calvin Ridley. I got quite a few guys playing today, as games have now started. So, hey, you guys got fantasy football rolling? How's your teams doing? How are they looking? Well, let me know in the comments. Also, BYU upsets Utah. An unranked BYU beats the University of Utah. One of my friends that are U fans, I think it's ooh, just scored a touchdown. Is Neckler around? Any of my Ute fans, I think it's time for K-Witt to go. Yeah, Eckler, baby, let's go. I think it's K-Witt. K-Witt. He needs to go. Oh, shaker 10 pin for Cheyenne. She really needs something to go. Better game this game, a lot cleaner. But yeah, they get to a point. I mean, they just can't get over it every year. Favored to win the Pac-12 or win the South Championship and go to the championship game, and they never can either win it. Right on. Well, appreciate you tuning in, Z-Corn. If I had the internet here, I would definitely be doing the same. I just don't have, unfortunately, internet to use. It's all got to be dedicated to the stream. Typically, I'd have more that I could use. Follow my guys. Yep. Yeah, continuously projected. Being the top of the Pac-12, can never get to the championship game, and they blow it. Every time they've had a chance to get there, they blow it. Time for K-Witt to go. A loss to BYU. BYU looks good. Lopez able to convert the split. He needs to get something going. I mean, he's pretty far ahead, and I don't know. It's going to be tough for people to catch him, but 140 game hurts. Hurts real bad. So that's my hot take of the day. K-Witt, got to go. Pretty good little ball. This guy's got a real good game going here. Maybe not real good. Just throwing a lot of good balls. Every time I watch him bowl, he's got a big 4 for Harnberger again. Unable to convert. Almost got it. Got the 4-7-10 or the 6-7-10 out of it, but couldn't get the 4 pin to fall. Myers steps back up. She needs a string of strikes here, and it starts with 1, so she needs to get this one right here. Big ball for Myers. Ball's left. Crosses over. Well, she's going to catch a break there. Can she build off of that break? Well, that's going to be seen, but she needs to. She needs to get going. 2 games to go. She's not too far off yet, but she's getting there. She's going to have to hope that Dykema Wilkerson come back to her a little bit, or DeLotter. Hornberger to step up here. It's Hornberger sitting at. Spare, double, spare. Strike? Yes. No, I don't know. No, he's up top. That's what's up. Yeah, he's had a couple big fours. 2 big fours, I think. Tied Hyman unable to convert the spare. So Hyman really struggled. Head on over to Eugene, who currently sits second in the middle division. That's 10 back for Eugene. So much needed shot from him. Head on over to Myers. Lane 5, right behind the skids, mobile tire service logo. Better looking ball, needs it, got it. So Cheyenne doubles up. A good Brooklyn break on 6. Packs 10 in lane 5 and doubles up. That's the key. If you're going to get lucky, got to capitalize on it. And she just did. Lopez up now, lane 7. Lopez, lane 7. Mixer. Yeah, I got it. So Lopez's look is deteriorating a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. Struggling this game 3. It's game 3. Why did I not update that? What a dum-dum. Gosh, guys, you got to keep me accountable on that. The internet, not much I can do. Me not updating the games. Oh, caught on stream. The 10 pin's now 9 pin. And oh, okay, it's going to be Deadwood. Sweeps it off. Wow. Unfortunate to swap the 10 that far across the deck. Sulak, 7. Got it. That was unfortunate. That ball was pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Well, it looks like our 3-4 camera has died, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that. I'll be right back, folks. Thanks. Battery switched over. Thanks, folks. Dude, that awful luck on that 10. That's tough. That's a tough beat. That's bowling, though. It's the beauty of bowling, because that is an awful beat. And how many pins does that end up being worth? I mean, not much, because next frame he ends up opening, but the highest level of bowling, that is a common occurrence. Breaks like that and learning to deal with them is part of the process, because it's going to happen, and they're going to cost you a lot of pins. They are going to cost you quite a few pins when that happens. So you got to be prepared for it, ready to deal with it. Knutson will open there. So Knutson on the downward trend after a solid second game. Third game, not doing so hot. Lopez flat 10s. That was just off camera, unfortunately. Hit on back over there. Peters through the face. Charnow at his spare. Makes a 7. Eugene missed that pin right. China or spare. That was off a 3-bagger, so needed that one. Needs a spare. Got it. Ooh, that was close. Lopez picks it. So Cheyenne needs to now fill the 10th. She can have a good game. Just needs to fill the 10th now. That'll help a ton. As she can shoot now 190, 220? 2 punches, 220. That's huge. I appreciate all of you tuning in. Without you all tuning in, this wouldn't really be worth it at that point, would it? So, thank you all. As Mike Sulak chucks the 7-pin across the deck, he'll get the shot he's looking for on a 3-bagger now to try to salvage that game. Yeah, I just want to appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Make it worth it. Oh, man. Yeah, not too happy with that ball, and in the 10th frame is going to end that game. Zimmerman doesn't like the way he hits the approach, and not going to get what he's looking for. Lopez can now shoot 93. 93 is not a bad score, but that's as far ahead as he is. I think maybe bracket-wise he's a little worried, Lopez, but Warnberger off screen there, 9. Turn back. Charnow. Good ball. Turn back. All right, we got to sit here. See if Cheyenne can fill this 10th frame, because she needs it. A lot of people are coming back to her. She's having a solid game here. And with... she can fill this 10th frame, she's going to be a very happy woman. So we're pulling for her. Cheyenne Myers. Lane 6 needs it. Ball's got to push a lot. High flush. Oh, Stone's a 9. And she knew she needed it too. Dang it. So she can shoot 2-0. Not going to get the pins that she wanted to get. Gotta love how much want there is there, though. Gotta respect it. Respect the passion. Is it worth doing if you don't love it? And if you love it, you do bad, are you not going to be upset? Big spare. Oh, she's got to get it. Oh, no, Cheyenne. Well, I mean, not a bad game. 198 is pretty solid, but really needed that spare to fill the 10th. And she's just going to maintain at this point and not gain. Being as far back as she is, she really needed to gain. So that is going to be disappointing for her. Lopez, shoot 193 here. No, he can shoot. Yeah, he's got shoot 193 with a strike here, right? 10 back, slaps the 10 out. Leave a little bit of a ball change, looks like. And Lopez is on cruise control. So this is the conclusion of game number 3 here. And we're going to go into the final game and see who can get themselves into the top 4. Nine and 10 looking quite a bit rough. And there are just no good scores on that pair. I don't know if they are just that different pair, like between 9 and 10, they're just that different, or what it is. You see Hornberger's moved pretty far left. That ball looks good. I think that's probably the move to find yourself some hold, is to really get just far left. But no one has thrown a good game over there. Oh, Knudsen, no, can't quake him. Yeah, no, yep. She really needed that shot. I mean, ultimately, the spare was pretty big. But so was that strike. The ball was not that bad and didn't quite get the hit she was looking for. Sulak right there on lane 8. Bang. So I feel for her, because that was a big shot and she didn't get it. Love to see the passion, but you got to take a breath and reset, because that spare was first shot was. Got to have the same focus level on both of those shots, as Hornberger's going to fill the 10th and salvage something out of this game. I think he's going to shoot 180. But, yeah, I think that's kind of missed. Like, on the highest level, the focus level for spares is pretty high. And that's when you see the focus level goes away on tour when they start missing spares. It's because that focus level is going to. It's not because their physical game's bad or whatever. It's mostly, spares are just a mental thing. Just repeat, throw the ball straight. You got to be focused. If you're not focused, you're going to make mistakes. And there was one right there. Hornberger to fill the 10th. Crosses over. That pair looks ugly. So Lopez is going to finish there. Lopez will finish there. So will Belcher, Charnow, Zimmerman. Right? So to finish their set, I think Lopez has got a big enough lead. It's not really going to matter what he throws. He's going to be in. He's going to make the cut. Everybody else, watch out, because I think 3 and 4 has scored fairly well. Just shot 240 over there. It's scored fairly well. So Knudsen, Hornberger, Kinney, they all have a chance to throw a big game and get themselves in. Up ball never hooks. So there's a lot of hook in the middle part of the lane and a lot of hanging on the right. So it's probably a topography issue here on 9 and 10. Everybody's going to move. This is the last pair bowling on game 3, and then I'll have scores momentarily. Yeah, a lot of pressure. I think that's the hardest thing about bowling is the amount of time between shots. Like, between every shot or every frame, you have quite a bit of time, especially in a setting like this. Get out of focus. You really need to find a pre-shot routine that gets you focused, and he will not make the spare. Ouch. So he shoots 170. There's so much time to get yourself out of focus. You got to find a way and a pre-shot routine that gets you in focus. And then, if you don't strike, you're immediately up next, and you don't have all that time. So it's a lot of long wait, shot, long wait, shot, and it's tough. Why I think you see a lot of people get in rhythms. In bowling, there's a lot of rhythm. When you start striking a lot, you just keep going because you're cruising. And then when you're throwing splits and stuff, you get yourself out of a rhythm. The best bowlers in the world are able to find rhythm with their pre-shot routine. Gets them focused. So, it's the conclusion of game number 3. It's going to bowl on 5, 6, 7, and 8 next round. And I believe the finals will be on 5 and 6 for 3 and 4. I'm not 100% sure. So that is the end of game 3. On to the final game of this first set of finals. Game 4 of 4 now. I should have a scoring update soon. I'm going to take a quick break. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, pick up your 10 Back Baby t-shirt. It is linked in championship threads in our descriptions. Head on over to YouTube, subscribe if you haven't already. Helps us out a lot. Throw down a super chat if you'd like. Everything else. Especially you guys watching and liking the video. So I'll be right back. Thanks, guys. Scoring update. Got a scoring update. The folks still watching, thank you for watching. Come back if you're not. Yep, so it's got a scoring update. The 2-11 and over, so the over division. 2-11 and over division. Cut score. Currently cut man Andy Kinney, 563. He is minus 37. Not double negative, just negative. The middle division, cut man Tristan DeLauder. Shoots 148 his third game. Drops to 582. That is 18 pins. And finally, the under division. It is currently Eric Peters. Jeff Vargas shot 114 his third game. 486. Minus 120, 114, 114. Sean Lee is running away with that. He's only minus 31. So Sean has a really good shot at making it all the way. Eric's got a lot of pins to make up on nearly 100 at this point. So your leader currently still, Tyler Lopez, plus 86. Mike Sulak, plus 47. Sean Hornberger, minus 15. Andy Kinney, minus 37. So big drop off on the top two. You'll probably see Lopez and Sulak duking it out in the final, trying to vie for a. Well, they I guess there's going to be two here and cut from 4 to 2, so you'll probably end up seeing them because that's a lot of ground to make up for Hornberger and Kinney. Belcher's got a chance to slip in. He's at 5. He's at plus 60, so 3 sticks back from Kinney, and another 12 sticks back from him is Will Charnow, 5 plus 48. Casey Newton 44. Josh Zimmerman 42. Ty Hyman shoots 508. So our cut guys on the cut line, they're over here. So you're going to see these guys: Harnberger, Kinney, Knutson, Belcher. I think Belcher's up over a 9-10, which is a really bad pair. Does not score well over there, as we could see from the Kinney-Harnberger match. Over here in the middle division, plus 3, Eugene. Minus 4 for Kyle Barkdole. Minus 7 for Wilkerson. Minus 12 for Tristan DeLauder. Richie Myers is just on the outside looking in, but he's at minus 32. So he's got quite a few pins to make up to get himself in that spot. And then Nick Dykema, minus 43. Cheyenne Myers, minus 53. So, again, a lot of pins to make up. Not impossible, but going to have really big games. And they are not on a pair that is conducive for really big games. Dykema is over here. He could shoot a solid score himself in. That's going to help. That is going to help. Wrap 10 there on the fiber. Kinney and Hornberger just need to shoot 2-0, I think, at this point. So I don't know, honestly, if on the high end 9-10, if there's a 220 available. Try now. Makes a spare. Who we got over here? We got bold with them. Lopez, Sulak, Charnel, Belcher, and Zimmerman. So Zimmerman, I don't think has a shot. There's Newtson's on 3 and 4. So shot there. Yeah. He could shoot a big game, get himself back in. Belcher. To the face, maybe split. Where's Belcher at? He's the last man in. No, he's not. He's the first man out. Needs a big game. Needs to beat Kinney by 3 sticks. Not sure if that's going to happen. Sulak goes 10 back. So Belcher, Charnow, Knutson, and Charnow, 9 and 10. Zimmerman, 9 and 10. Knutson over on 3 and 4. So Knutson, I think, is really the only person that may have a chance to jump Kinney. They're both on the same bear. In the middle division, Eugene, Barkdole, Wilkerson, the latter. So we have Richie Myers on the outside looking in. He is on 5 and 6 to our left. Myers missing, Cheyenne Myers missing that 10 pin on lane 7. So she's not at a mark yet. I have to assume that she's not happy right now. So not sure if she has a shot now. Richie Myers, Eugene on 7 and 8. Wilkerson, Barkdole. So Wilkerson in, we're Richie and Nick. Richie and Nick, those are the first people out. Nick is over on 3 and 4. Richie 5 and 6. Richie having a solid game. Could jump himself. Where's he at? He's at 216. He is 14 sticks out. Bang, 10 back. So he's got a 3-bagger. 14 sticks back of Wilkerson. Wilkerson is on 9 and 10. Is that right? No, he's not. He's on 5 and 6 here. Wilkerson's bowling with Cheyenne Myers on 5 and 6. Or on 7 and 8. No, he's not. No, Wilkerson is bowling with Myers. Richie. 7 and 8, yeah. So Wilkerson on the same pair as Myers. Let's see, where's Wilkerson? That's not Will Wilkerson. Not sure who that is. Head on over here. Kenny makes her know. Nick Dykema needs to get something going here. Stones a 9-pin. So we got Kenny in, Belcher out. Belcher's over here. Yeah, Belcher's over here. Where's Belcher at? Kenny did pick his spare. Yeah, 9 and 10 is not looking good. Charnow, Mixer got it. There's Belcher there. He's got a decent game going, but needs a little bit bigger string of strikes if he is wanting to, where's he at? Jump Kinney. Where's Kinney? Just had an 8 spare. Knutson has got a good game going, though. He's on a 4-bagger. Ball's left. Brooklyn carries it. So he's now on a 5-bagger. So a little bit of drama unfolding as now Knutson has a big string of strikes and is not too far behind the cut line at plus 60 or at 563. He's at 544. And that is 19 sticks back from Kenny. So Kenny going to start feeling the heat. And his game is not tremendous. It's okay, but he needs a string of strikes to go, or else he is definitely going to get beat by 19 sticks by Knutson in this final game. 9-10 bad. Needs it. Flat 10s. So Kenny falling behind quickly as Knutson definitely has a 19-pin lead over him. And back in the middle of the center here. Where's Richie at? Richie 9 spares. So he's making a case for himself to go ahead and pass DeLauder. DeLauder. Tristan DeLauder is on 7 and 8. Matt and Tristan would have been the first bowler on 7. That's Vargas, though. Oh, no. DeLauder's here on the right, and he does not have that good of a game going. Richie is beating him by enough currently. Yeah, definitely by enough, because it's 11 sticks. No, it's not. It's 568 to 582. 14, I think, is what it was. Wilkerson right there. Oh, God, this 4-minute trip forward. So Will Wilkerson. Is 10 back. He's got a decent game going, but it's not all that great. Head on over here. And Kenny steps up. As well as Knutson is. Kenny needs that ball to get back. It's not going to. So of the 258, Knutson, big shot here to really put a lot of pressure. Better ball. Got it. So Casey Knutson taking fate into his own hands. He's starting to run with it. Where's Hornberger? Hornberger's the 1 bowler. And Kenny has got him by a little bit. But not anymore because now Hornberger's got a strike. So let's check in on Sulak. Sulak and Lopez. Sulak's quite a bit ahead of Hornberger. Don't know if Knutson could catch him or Kenny could catch them unless they have an implosion of a game, and I don't think that's happening currently. Lopez has a decent game going. Belcher does not have a good game going. And he can now max at 180. Lopez going to cross over and catch a break there. So Knutson, Hornberger step up. Richie Myers there on lane 5. Big shot for him. Oh, gets a 4-pin to not fall. A big shot. I don't know if that could have had some implications. Shot was big. Hornberger got to be starting to feel some heat. Not. So he splits. So did Knutson. That's a good ball. He's a hook. All right, 2-pin. It's fortunate there to leave only the 2-pin. Well, it's really between Hornberger and Kinney who gets in, and it's 20 pins. 22 sticks between Kinney and Hornberger. Hornberger opening in the ninth, so a strike here for Kinney is massive. As Hornberger will not convert the split, he can now max 192. Well, but he can only shoot 205 if Kinney punches, so I don't think Kinney has enough. Kinney is down 12. So he has to punch out, and he's going to need Hornberger tonight. 205, 192. I guess that's, what is that, 13 pins? Yeah, that'd be 76, 13. Nope. So, yeah, Kinney needs to fill. This must be a strike. Mixer got it. And now he's going to need Hornberger to give him some. As Knutson has passed both of them at this point, I think. He wasn't too far behind. He was 41 sticks behind Hornberger, and he's probably going to get that if he fills the 10th. Hornberger will be first to go. This is going to be a cluster here in the over division. We got Knutson, Hornberger, and Kinney. Don't think Belcher's got enough. Charnow doesn't have enough. Zimmerman, Hyman don't have enough. Casey Knutson with the biggest game here needs to fill the 10th. And he's got to beat Hornberger by 41 pins. 42 pins. 41's a tie, and 42 is a win. So, big shot for Hornberger. He will split. All right, door is wide open now for Knutson to jump them both. And Kinney has just gotten the favor he was asking for. Big shot for Knutson. Looks good. Got it. And he knew it. He knew he needed it. So he's got 27. Hornberger can max now 82 if he spares this. And that's 45. Yep, exactly. So Knutson has beaten both Hornberger and Kinney and will take over the 3 spot. Now, with Hornberger shooting 71. Yep. So Knutson's in. Casey Knutson makes it on, and now it's up to Andy Kinney to decide his fate. Kinney is 563, Hornberger 585, so 12 sticks. Kinney needs to beat Hornberger by 13, and he will take over the 4th spot, jump Hornberger for the last transfer spot into the 2nd set of finals. Needs it. Got it, and he knew he needed it too. So, what does Kinney need here? Strike locks it up. Strike gives him 75, 85, 95, and he beats him by 24. That's enough. So strike seals the deal. I think just a mark seals the deal at this point. So as long as Kinney doesn't, a good count, I think, gets it at this point. That strike was huge. Bang! He got it. So Kinney jumps Hornberger, and Kinney is in. Hornberger has been kicked out. Drops the final transfer spot. Wow. Well, that was an intense final game of the first round of finals. As Andy Kinney and Casey Knutson bowl themselves into the next round. And Hornberger has an unfortunate 9th and 10th frame to get himself out. As Knutson shoots 240. Knutson, get this, goes 166, 239, 139, 246. So Knutson's been all over the place. And he's gonna nudge himself in there. And on over. They are finished up. None of those rest of those matches have any implications. We move over here. Yeah, Andy's good. Andy's good. He bowls a lot of tournaments and he cashes in a lot of tournaments. I always, if I had money or if I had some bets, I would bet on Andy to cash pretty much every tournament. There's a to cash bet in bowling. Andy would get my bet every single time. So he cashes in everything. Don't think Charnow's got a decent game. Bang, 10 back. There's some clapping going on. Do you know something I don't know? Yeah, 73-03. He shoot 33, right? Charnow could shoot 33. Could he jump them both? Well, this is interesting. Charnow's got a really good game going. He's 48. Kenny was 63 to 15 sticks. Gonna beat Kenny by 15. Kenny beat Kenny by 15. Could Charnow bowl himself in? You're gonna go Brooklyn to fill the 10th. He shoots 233 on 9 and 10. Impressive. Is that enough? He needed to beat Kenny by 33 sticks. I don't know if that's enough. Not 33, 15. Yeah, Charnow needed to beat Kenny by 15. I think he did. I think Charnow's in. We move over here. Kenny shot 205. I think Charnow actually might be in. So Knutson and Charnow both jump Andy, Kenny, and Hornberger. So it could be Lopez, Sulak, Charnow, Knutson. Wow, what a final game. Charnow bowls himself into the final, I believe. We're waiting on an official word from Mike Blair, but I believe that your finals in the top division will be Tyler Lopez, Sulak, Charnow, Knutson. What a final game. All right. Well, now at this point, just awaiting. Yep. So this is the Northern Nevada Scratch Bowlers Tour Players Championship. It's the first major on the Northern Nevada Scratch Bowlers Tour, and it is in Winnemucca, Nevada. That is correct. Spare Time Bowl in Winnemucca, Nevada. It's going to be close, but I do think Charnow got Kenny. Swiss Trios, October 9th and 10th in Salt Lake. check them out. Swiss Trios Tournament Series on Facebook. Beyond Revs Pro Shop. Jeff Morley is the tournament director. If you're interested in bowling, a really fun Trios tournament. That will be the next tournament that we will be at. After that, it will be the Idaho Masters in Meridian. And then after that, the Grand Finals in Pocatello we will be at. So those will be the next 3 tournaments. So the next Trios in Salt Lake. If you're interested in bowling, absolutely do it. Contact Jeff Morley, Beyond Revs Pro Shop Swiss Tournament Series. Then the Idaho Masters, November, and the Grand Finals in November as well. Maybe another one in Pocatello in December that I cover. Potentially the Storm Utah Open. There may be another in October, but we're not 100% sure on that yet. Working out. And here come announcements for who's made it. Charnow does sneak into the final transfer spot. Looks like we had a little bit of a false start from Michael, so still awaiting. Coverage. Well, looks like we got it. So transferring, Will Charnow, Casey Knutson, Mike Sulak, Tyler Lopez. Lopez 885, Sulak 825, 790 Knutson, 781 Will Charnow. Kyle Barkdole is your leader in the middle division, 789. Eugene 780. Richie Myers gets in 775, and Will Wilkerson gets in 755. Sean Lee, Jeff Vargas transfer in the under. These pins do carry over for this round, so we'll be on 5, 6, 7, and 8, so we won't have to move the camera at all for this final round. I'm going to take a quick break as everybody gets sets up, and we'll be right back. Thank you, folks.
Will Wilkerson with a 755. Yeah. Lane 7. Richie Myers with a 775. You're also on lane 7. Eugene Flag with a 780. You're also on lane 7. And leader in after round 1 is Kyle Barkdole with a 789. Kyle, you're on lane 6. Making it out of the lower division with a 640 is Jeff Vargas. You're on lane 8. Chasing Sean Lee with a 756. So you're down 116 going in 2 games. Good luck. Lane 8. You guys are on practice. You get 2 balls on each lane. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Finals will be on 3 and 4.
So we switch, we go 1 and then switch?
Yes, you're gonna, if you start on 5 and 6, you're gonna finish on 7 and 8, and vice versa. Start on 7 and 8, 5 and 6. If you got eliminated, please come see me. I have your money in the office, plus I need to pay out the last game side pot.
All right, so we're going to do some practice shots, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have all the action in front of you, taking half. So 2 from each of the top 2 divisions. The 211 over, 190 to 210. So Lopez, Sulak, Kyle Barkdole, Eugene are currently in the transfer spots. This is game 1 of 2. Only 2 game pins carry over. 2 games pins do carry over doing practice right now. So 1 will transfer from the under division, 2 will transfer from the middle, and 2 will transfer from the top division. So now, your current cut score for the under division is, let's see, trusty dusty calculator out. Is minus 160. Is minus 20 in the middle division. And in the top division, it's plus 25. So there you go. That's where we're at. Couple games, 2 games to go. We'll bowl 2 game pins carry over. Those will flip flop, those 2 pairs, and then the championship match will be on 3 and 4. So to give you a rundown, Casey Knutson is 790, so he is 35 pins back from the cut. Charnow is 9 back from him, so 35 plus 9 is 44. So Charnow 44 back. Richie Myers is 5 back from the cut, and Wilkerson is 25 back from the cut. And Sean Lee has almost a 100-pin lead over Jeff Vargas. So I'm pretty sure Sean Lee's probably going to win or move on to the final. Doesn't really matter what Jeff does unless Sean's going to have to bowl himself out if anything happens. But I don't think that'll happen. First place, $2,400. Second place, $1,500. Third, $900. Fourth, $600. Fifth, $400. And then $210 for the rest of the bowlers. So triple your entry and then $2,400 up top. Not a bad paid day for our winner. If anybody in the audience, if you know of any tournament directors looking to having a tournament, potentially thinking about having it streamed, tell them to hit us up. We're actively looking for tournaments to stream, fill up our schedule. We're getting pretty full. So not a ton of spots left, but definitely open to adding a few next month. We could add another. Working on adding one now. Not sure if we end up will or not, but definitely looking into it. Got 2 in November, so potentially one more because they're back-to-back weekends. So I don't know if we want to go back-to-back-to-back weekends. But we'll, depending on the weekend, we'll definitely look at it. December, don't have anything yet for December. May have one, but may not. So if there's any, I know there's not typically a ton of December tournaments, but if there is one, let us know. We'd be happy to discuss what it would take to get us to come out here. And then January, February, March, April, don't really have a ton scheduled yet on out in that direction. So we'll be looking into that. And we travel quite. I mean, obviously we're here in Winnemucca, Nevada, so we will go pretty much anywhere. My boy Russell Wilson going off. Our Dubsky, baby. T. Hawkinson going off. Austin Eckler having a solid game. Brandon Ayuk not having a solid game. about to get underway here. First game of the second round of finals. Excuse me. All right, Tyler Lopez starts us off, and he leaves a 6-pin. Okay, so underway now of the there's 3 more games left. These first 2, then once we'll cut to 2 from each division, and then bowl 1 game. Pins don't carry over to the last game. It's just the highest game win. You got 1 game, 5 bowlers on 1 pair. Highest game wins. Sean Lee picks up a spare, so he starts off clean. Couple strikes to go around. Will Wilkerson at his spare. Clean that up. Sharnow bowled himself into the cut. He's going to go through the face and leave a 3-10. Sharnow had a big game in his last game, going back 4 or 5 to get himself into this cut. Knutson also has a really big game in his final game to get himself in the cut. Eugene, Mixer, no. It's Knutson just goes strike open. So 2 games, pins carrying over, and it's pretty tight. It is not. There's not a huge lead except for Sulak Lopez, but even Knutson isn't that far behind. He easily can make up those pins if Sulak doesn't have a good game. Lopez is pretty. I don't think anybody touched Lopez. It's going to be really hard for him to get. Unless he bowls himself out, and it would have to be a catastrophe for Lopez to drop as far as he would have to drop to get himself out, because he is only nearly 100 pins in, 95 sticks into the good. Tough to make that out. Sulak, the ball's left, and he'll cross over and get the break. So Sulak doubles up early. Kyle Barkdahl over there on the left. Tyler Lopez right behind the Skids Mobile Tire Service logo. The ball wraps a 10. Oof, that's a bad break. That was a really good ball from Tyler. Really good ball from Tyler. Mixer for Knutson, 8-10. So Knutson's look not nearly as good here on 6 as it was on 3 and 4. Yeah, Fargus with a lot of pins he's going to need to make up to catch Sean Lee. Will miss the head pin, and Lopez with an early falter there, missing the 10 pin. Richie Myers, a flush 4 pin. Ouch. Charnow 10 back. Charnow starting off solid with a split pick, the 310, and then 2 strikes for Zeffert. So he's doing well. Caught Barkdol. And 6, head in the way, splits. Big 4. Richie will miss his 4 pin. Ouch. And Sulak goes blower 7 pin. Tough go there. Will Wilkerson with the runaway Brooklyn. Can we get a big 4 pick? We had a 300. Big 4. No big 4. We had 2-8-10 picked on stream before. Have not had big 4 7-10 pick. We did now finally have a 300 though, so that's nice. And Sulak will miss the 7 pin. So going early double, it's halted by an open from Mike. So no one really wanting to take advantage here early. Lopez to the face, and he'll split. Knudsen runaway Brooklyn gets it. Closes Pickett. Nope. Can't get the pin to pounce out of the pit. Barkdol. Mixer 2 pin forward. Nope. They'll leave just the 2 pin. Sean Lee at the washout. The 1-3. Is it the 1-2? Yeah, the 1-2-10. Makeable, and he will. He'll clean that up. So a good spare from Sean Lee. Charnow. He can't connect for an early double. Ball looks not bad, and it's high flush, 10 straight back. Bill Wilkerson connects with an early double. So Wilkerson looking to get himself into the money, into bigger money. And he's already 3x'd his money. He's actually done more than 3x his money, I think. And he's done more than 3x his money. He's at 260 right now. He's almost 4x his money. Lopez finds his stride, and that's 10 straight back. Myers connects after going double open. Let's get his feet back underneath him. Charnow not get the 10 pin to fall. Just tickles it there at the very end. Barkdol goes to the face, 3-6-10. 5, 6, 7, 8. They haven't been, I think 3 and 4 has been the best scoring pair in the house. These pairs haven't been awful. someone can get lined up and throw some good shots as Eugene throws a messenger for us. You can throw a solid game, but I haven't seen anything too high. It's 3 and 4 really that I've seen the big games thrown on. Mike Sulak back on track here. Now trip the 8-pin, but the 2-pin will stay. Haven't really gone this far in this pattern. We've bowled 4 games before, but we haven't gone past this point. So this is the most burnt they will be. 3 and 4 will be used for the championship as Lopez goes 10 back. Train rolling by. It sounded like an earthquake was happening. It's just the train rolling by. Charnow slaps the 10 out. Where are we at? So we know Sulak and Eugene are currently on the bubble. Myers and Knutson are just below them. Knutson throwing at the 7-10 after his double. So Knutson unable to really get a rhythm going. Sean Lee of Brooklyn strikes. So I don't think Sean Lee's got anything to worry about. He just got to make sure he keeps his feet under him, doesn't completely implode. Sulak trips the 4-10 late. That's a good break for Sulak. Burkdal shakes one down. Burkdal leads the middle division, but not by much. That one's a real tight race. 30 sticks, 34 pins from last to first in that division. So things like that, that's a huge break for Eugene, as now that goes from unsparable to sparable almost immediately. Wilkerson, he's got a solid game going, but that'll stop his string strikes. Tyler Lopez, shaker, got it. 5-7 falls late, slaps it out. And that's a 3-bagger for Lopez to try to extend his lead. I mean, don't think he'll get caught. Knutson, Mixer got it. Messenger trips the 10-pin out late. Wilkerson chops the 6 off the 6-10. So, guys really needing good games here. Can't quite take advantage halfway through this first game of the second round. Charnow box. And Richie Myers on the bubble here. Only 5 sticks off the cut. Has a solid game going. Could use one here. Oh, yeah, his roll is real good right now. These are opening up pretty much perfectly for him, and I don't doubt we'll see him in the final game, the championship match. Burkdal goes through the face. Sean Lee, Greek Church. Charnow now, after his balk. Looks like that pays off, gets himself reset, and goes 10 back. It's a solid spare from there from Burkdal. Yeah, Calcutta implications. Not sure, I don't really have prices on who went for what, but the Calcutta implications are absolutely important. Lopez bang, 10 back, so he's on a 4-bagger, and he's just going to keep rolling. Don't see Lopez slowing down anytime soon. Sulak behind the Skids Mobile Tire Service logo. Pick up his 9-pin. He'll clean it up. So Sulak's got to worry about Knutson and Sharnow. Sharnow's putting together a pretty solid game. Knutson struggling to get any kind of consistency going. As soon as he doubles, he splits. Sharnow has a solid game going. Richie Myers has a good game going. And he is not far behind from either Berkdal or Eugene. And flat 10 there. Yeah, Sharnow is getting his ball to hold there, but it just won't go through the pins very well, so pretty common there. Will Wilkerson, that's to the face, fortunate not to leave a split. Knutson needs a strike. Mixer got it. Wilkerson, he'll pick the 6-10 this time. Berkdal 10 pin. So Richie Myers could really get a head on here. Wilkerson not really doing what he needs to do to make up some pins. Myers doing exactly what he needs to do to try to pad some room between Berkdal, and Eugene. Berkdal not having the best game he possibly could have. He's going to lose ground. He's probably going to get jumped by Myers here as long as Myers can finish this game out. It's Sean Lee there on 7. Lopez got it. Lopez is good, man. He is bowling great. Not only is he just a good bowler, he's bowling good. Good bowler bowls good. It's hard to beat. He's going to be a tough beat in the final game. He's bowled well on 3 and 4. Almost shot 300 over there. Shot 270. Knutson now. He finally starts to string him together. 3-bagger. So Sulak has got to get some eyes in the back of his head here because Knutson's coming, Sharnow's coming, and Lopez is running away. Eugene makes his spare. Ooh, chop. Chop there on lane 8. Ouch. Sharnow, big spare. Ooh, he'll chop it. So Sharnow's progress is halted. Really, it's just Knutson here with the string of strikes that he's going to put a lot of pressure on Sulak. Myers through the face. Leaves the 6-10, though. Very spareable. So he'll make that spare. He's be in good shape to jump Eugene and Kyle, who aren't necessarily bowling the greatest game. Richie, ooh, that's twice he's almost shot that, and both times he's come away on top. Lopez on a 5-6-bagger now. We'll leave the 4-8. Not ideal, but, I mean, really Tyler has nothing to worry about at this point. Knutson blowers 7s. So that halts Knutson's progress. That first ball in the 10th was going to be pretty big for him in catching Sulak. So it's shaping up to be a chase between Knutson and Sulak. Lopez running away. I don't know if Charnow's got enough to get up there. So Knutson's going to throw a solid game here. Make the spare. Eugene going to cross over and get the Brooklyn hit. Eugene not having quite as good a game as Richie is, as long as Richie can strike here. Richie's going to cover that gap. Ooh, where's Wilkerson? Does Wilkerson have a solid game? That's 10 back for Tyler. So Tyler shoots 215, and he extends his lead. Knutson gets 6 on the fill. Ouch. So Knutson only shoots 190. Not sure if that's going to be good enough. Wilkerson is here. Well, that's going to halt his progress. It's going to be tough for Will to make up the pins that he's down. Charnow unable to strike there. Berkdal will get his mixer. So Berkdal can shoot 76. Myers can shoot 33. That would be a big game. Then it could come down to a Berkdal-Eugene match. Berkdal strikes, so Berkdal probably going to shoot 70. 170. Charnow mixer got it. So 10 extra pins there. And Charnow shoots 205. So Charnow makes up a little bit of ground on Knutson as Knutson shoots 188. So that's almost 20 sticks. 13? Yep. Yeah, and Charnow's going to pass Casey. I thought Casey had it locked, but that spare in the 10th, first frame in the 10th, really needed that strike, didn't get it. So Charnow going to make up some ground. It's going to be Charnow, Knutson, and Sulak. They're going to have some issues here. So Eugene up. Eugene working off a strike. Sulak will split, so Sulak is definitely in some trouble here. Eugene will not strike. We'll make the spare. So Sulak in some real trouble now. Has been on cruise control for the whole tournament up until this point, and now has lost quite a bit of ground to Charnow. Charnow is right up on him. So Charnow and Knutson very, very close behind Sulak. So you're going to have three. Either one of those guys just put a hand, take somebody out of the basket. Who knows who's going to come out of that one. Then back for Will. So Will shoots 180. Richie up, can shoot 230 here, and that would be huge. Berkdal. What would Berkdal shoot? I don't know what Berkdal shot. Someone know what Berkdal shot? Oh. Somebody, I don't know if it was a drop or on purpose. Myers, runaway Brooklyn, and trips the 6'10 out. I don't know what the heck just happened over there. Looks like the thumb slug fell out of Sulak's ball. That's what happened. So Richie, big shot here. This is a big one. First one was big. This one's just as big. Needing the Pac-10 here. It's a better looking ball. High flush, got it. So Myers going to shoot 230 and put himself in some real good position to get himself into the final game. John Lee, good shot there. Well, I should have scores here in a moment. As this game wraps up, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll have uninterrupted action of the final game of the second round and the championship game. So you're not going to want to miss it. As Richie Myers does Pac-10. So I'll be right back, folks. Thanks. All right, game two about to take off. I should have updated scores here in just a moment. But it's going to Richie Myers to take be right there knocking on. He had to have jumped, Kyle. Charnow, Casey Newton, and Mike Sulak all going to be tussling for a transfer spot. As we flip-flop pairs and begin the final game, round two of the finals. Will Wilkerson will be the first to go. He's going to do the face. Need the 610. Comment who do you think you got? Who do you got to win? My bet's on Tyler Lopez. He goes through the face there in 4 6s, but I don't know if I can My man could be denied. He's bowling really good. He's bowling really well all weekend. Another train rolling by. He's bowled really well all weekend. I don't think he can be denied. Wilkerson will pick that spare up. Knutson needing a big game here. And the ball, he can't quite get the ball to finish right. Richie Myers going to miss the head pin right and leave the 1-2. So not a bad result for how bad that ball was. Sean Lee, commanding lead in the under division. Going to continue to extend it. I should have scores here momentarily. Sharnow up. That's going to miss the head pin right. Eugene. He has done that quite a few times, gone through the face, and has only left a 6-10. There's going to be a time here probably pretty soon that doesn't go well for him. You'd have to assume. Jeff Argus, not a bad ball. Hal Berkdahl here. That's the face in Greek churches. And now we have a scoring list. So, Richie Myers does take the lead in the middle division, as we had predicted. So, the current cut score for the under is minus something. We're through 5 now, right? Let's see. 206. 206. That's Jeff Argus takes a lead? Oh, he doesn't. What the heck? I think he had those flipped. 206. It's minus 57. Wow. My apologies. That's the current cut in the under. Current cut for the 190 to 210 is Eugene at 990, so it's minus 10 now. And the current cut for the over division is plus 8, and that is Mike Sulak. So Knutson falls. He's at 976. Sharnow is 986, and Sulak the 1008. So Knutson is 30 sticks behind. And Sharnow, 22 pins. So Sharnow needs to beat Sulak by 22. Lopez is 100 over. He's got nothing to worry about. He's shooting 100 and still not be worried, I think. So he's not worried about anything. Sharnow, Knutson, Sulak. Berkdahl has dropped to third. It's Richie Myers now that leads at 1008, so he's plus 8. Eugene minus 10, and then it's 35 sticks down to Berkdahl. So I don't know if Berkdahl really has a shot. It's going to be mostly between Richie and Eugene. So our biggest fight is going to Sulak, Sharnow, Casey, Knutson, and they're on the right side. Wilkerson, he's 62 pins, 72 pins, 72? Yeah, 72. So he's got a long way to go if he's trying to get in. Lopez Mixer, got it. So Knutson up goes 9 spare, 9 spare. Looking to get something going here. Charnow goes open to start. So Charnow a little bit of a trouble here. And he gets ball to the pin. That's a better ball. I'm going to give him a little bit of confidence going in. Richie Myers is going to split there. So spare strikes split. Ouch. Charnow needs something here if he wants to have a shot. All right, slaps a 10 out. That's a good ball. Berkdal up now. Goes open strike to start. That's 10 back for Kyle. It's a good shot there. Oh, Richie almost picks that up. Eugene, Mixer. Nope, he'll leave only the 2-pin. Lopez falling off a shot a little bit. And a miss head pin right. So Sulak give himself a shot here to maintain his lead. He built up enough that it's going to be pretty tough as long as he can bowl a solid game here to get jumped. Can't get the 10-pin to fall there. Knutson almost chops the spare there, but will clean it up. Knutson, stones a 9. So, again, been a common thing with Knutson is just unable to get those strings of strikes going that really put him ahead. So, stones and 8 pins. We have an 8 and a 9 on 7 and 8. Eugene has not yet struck this game. He's not going to do it here, and that is probably going to be an open with that 2-8-10. So Eugene in a little bit of trouble as he is 25 pins behind Barkdal, or in front of Barkdal. Barkdal looks to be having a little bit better. Is he having? Well, he had a double there, but then it opened. So a strike here could change the tides, and he's going to get it as Eugene is going to open. Yep, Eugene gets 1 out of that, so 8 out. And Barkdal makes up a few of those pins. There's my man Richie stepping up now. He's got a solid game going. I don't think he has much to worry about. Charnow. He's got a 3-bagger, so he goes open 3-bagger, and he's got a chance to put a lot of pressure on Sulak. And that's a 4-bagger for Charnow. So now things get interesting. Now things get interesting as Sulak is feeling some pressure from Charnow, who's just below him, 22 pins off. Richie needs that to push. Got it. So Richie feeling good. Working off the strike now. Wilkerson, not unless he has a massive game, that's not going to help. So I think Wilkerson's out. And Lopez's look is deteriorating as he drops the 10-pin late out of the 7-10, but never a good sign to leave that. Sulak up now. That's going to go through the face, and the 10-pin is going to get tickled, but it won't fall. And he's left with a split now, so really feeling the pressure that Charnow is putting on him. And Knutson has got to get something going if he wants to have any kind of fight left, which I think he's running out of time at this point, unless Charnow just completely implodes. Because I think Sulak has come back enough to both of them. He's probably going to get jumped. Sulak will open in, was it the 6th frame? So things not looking good for Sulak. So Knutson needs to punch, I think, because he has got a deficit already to Charnow of 8 pins. He's down 8, and he's down a lot more this game right now with the string of strikes that Charnow's put up. Charnow up on lane 8. Can he extend this to 5? That would be a lot of pressure on both of them. Ball looks pretty good. Oh, okay, well, things just got a lot more interesting with that big 4. So Charnow brings it right back. A strike here for Casey Knutson could be huge. Needs it. Oh, wow, stones an 8. Wow, really, that was not a bad ball. And he stones an 8-pin. Oh, almost picks the big 4 there. So Charnow leaving the door open. Back for Wilkerson. Knutson on the spare. He's going to clean that up. So things now are interesting with that open. Charnow could have really put a nail in the coffin there, and he lets this game be closer than it was. As Eugene topples the 6-9-10. So Eugene putting up a fight to keep himself alive against Kyle Barkdal, who could potentially double up here. Barkdal down 25 sticks, and he's going to be down a little bit more after that. So Eugene feeling pretty good. Richie feeling pretty good. Mike Sulak not feeling pretty good. Lopez feeling real good. Oh, no, Mike Sulak opens. So a chance at $2,400. Quickly fading from Sulak's hands. He was virtually a lock, and that's going to really help Eugene right there. Virtually at one point a lock into the final championship match. May have just gone right there. Big shot for Knutson. Got it. So Knutson with a shot. If he punches, Sharnow with a shot. If he punches. Sharnow with the best opportunity, but he's only 8 pins back. He's only 8 pins ahead of Knutson. And they're both, Knutson's 30 pins behind Sulak. And Sulak just opened. And he was ahead by 12, and now he's ahead by 22. It's tight, folks. It's real tight in the upper division, in the over division. Wow. So big shot for Sharnow here after that open on that big string of strikes. This is a big shot that he needs. Doesn't get this one here. Knutson's got to really feel good about himself after throwing a couple of really good balls and striking on that last one. So big shot, Sharnow, lane 7, needs it. Got it. Slaps the 10 out. All right. Yep, Sharnow kicking himself a little bit for that last shot. But got to make it back, and he's right there. Just, what's he, 5 back? 4 back of Sharnow. No, 4 back of Knutson. Knutson was 8, so he has a 4-pin lead on Knutson right now. I think they both have a lead on. Yeah, they're going to have a lead here. And Solnak needs one. He's going to 5-8. So frustrated, Sulak fading quickly. As he's going to extend the lead, or keep the deficit pretty close now. Richie, 10 back. So Richie, you'll see Richie there, and he's got a good look. I think he's going to be a factor for sure on the championship match. Eugene's going to need to put together a lot better game if he wants to be a factor. Richie is. Tyler Lopez is going to be hard to beat. Sharnow's got a real good look too. Sharnow's got a real. If he can get past, if he can stay ahead of Knutson, currently only a 4-pin lead. If he can stay ahead of Knutson and he can jump Sulak, I think he's got a shot in the championship match. Big shot. Got to feel the pressure from behind. Needs it right here. Knutson crosses over. Wow. So I actually think Knutson's got a little bit of a lead. Yeah, he does. And so Knutson has passed Sharnow. Sharnow's got to, I think that at this point they're probably both going to pass Sulak unless Sulak can punch. But with that strike there, that sets up, there's a lot of pressure on this shot right now for Sharnow, lane 8. Knutson's got a bit of a lead. So Sharnow's got to be there going to the 10th. And Sharnow's going to step off as Eugene chops the 3-6-9-10. So helping Berkdal out a little bit. Big shot, Will Sharnow. Lane 8 needs it. Locking it off. Got it. All right, so things are heating up. Things are really heating up. He had a 14-pin lead, Casey. Casey continues to have that 14-pin lead. Sulak will split. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's going to be it pretty much for Sulak. He's got to be at this point checked out. Sulak will split in the 9th frame and is going to be between Knutson and Sharnow. Knutson has a 14-pin lead as it sits. It's actually 10. It's actually less than that. What is it, 8? Ah, man. Sharnow had an 8-pin lead. Knutson's 14 up on this one. 6? 6. Knutson has a 6-pin lead going into the 10th frame. 6-pin lead into the 10th frame. Knutson can shut Charnow out, punching in the 10th here. And would be in the final. Can shut him out. There's the first one. Can shut him out. Needs the second one. The second one in good count. Currently with a 6-pin lead. He'll need to strike 4. A strike and 5. 4 would allow a tie. 5 is a winner and shuts out Charnow. A strike and 5. Strike and 5. This is a big one right here. Big shot. Casey Knutson. Ball's way left. Oh. All right. Charnow's got a shot. Charnow has got a shot. He's 61.91. What can he max? 61.91. 01. 11.21. He shoot 221. Knutson's got 23. Man, shoot 25. He will. So 225 for Casey Knutson. It's all up to Charnow now. Charnow now. Ugh. Charnow has an 8-pin lead. That means 216 is the number that Charnow must get to. 216. Big shot for Charnow. He's going to step off as somebody runs down to the back. I mean, the only man bowling. I got to be a little bit more courteous than that. Come on, man. Doing a ball return here. This is a big ball. This is a lot of money on this ball right here. So, I mean, I get it. I get the time. He needs to reset himself. Take a breath. Reset the mechanism. Get back to it. Massive shot. I think he needs this one. I don't think he can shoot 216 if he doesn't strike here. No. Charnow must strike this frame. Mixer got it. All right. So he has the 61. Oof. I think he needs this one too. I think he needs the first two. I mean, a 9 spare, what is that? You know what I mean? He's got 61. It would be 90. 90. 10. Must strike. Shoot 210 with a 9 spare here. Has to strike on this one. This one just as important as the last. Must strike. Charnow. Double in the 10th. A lot of money on this ball right here. Throwing balls in the middle of people's backswings. Big shot. Will Charnow needs it. He's got to push. That's not enough. Yeah, he knows it. He knows he needed a double. Knutson has enough in the final game. Will pass Charnow with a 223. Charnow needed the shoot. 216. Does not do it. Shoots 209. And a good, hard-fought match between the two, showing their respects. Charnow out. Now it's up to Mike Sulak, who can shoot 77. That is not good enough. And Knutson had a deficit of, 30 pins. And 77 is, Knutson's in. Knutson will be in the championship match. Knutson will be in the championship match. It will be Tyler Lopez, Casey Knutson, Richie Myers, Eugene, and Sean Lee in the championship match on 3 and 4. I got to get a few things ready for that final match. So I will be right back. Thanks, folks. Looks good. Will you hit auto on the deck? Is this the one that says is this the one that says program? Huh?
I got some of you too. I just have to find them still. Oh. Right now I'm just going through it and editing them. Well, I decided to go black and white today because the ones I took yesterday, they were from lighting. Screw it, I'll just go black and white. I prefer black and white anyways.
All right, moving on to the finals. On lanes 3 and 4, it's going to be Richie Myers and Eugene Afflegue.
You're getting better, man.
Afflegue. And then also on lane 3, Casey Knudsen. From Newton. And Tyler Lopez is our tournament leader on lane 4, and then Sean Lee out of the lower division. You guys will get 2 balls on each lane. We're going to shut off lanes 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 before you guys get started. That way there's no issues. As long as Eric's not around, we're good. Shut stuff off my backswing. Yeah, I called you out.
Oh, this is one game. No, yeah. Yeah. It's either down to 60, 70. I think I'm even, and you're like 70 or 80 over. Even after those 6.
It was half off.
Fuck, man. I thought so too, and then 9-pin right before that.
Those of you that were knocked out this round, I do have your money. Give me 1 second.
What were we talking about in the casino last night? Something about bowling in the finals? Is that what we were talking about? Something like that.
All I know is
You got Sean Lee? Hit the check mark, yes sir. Who boop. Boop boop. Good. And boop. I'll smoke more. Two more boop. There you go. I'm gonna play now for the last, for the final boop. Sorry.
All right, boys, good luck.
Betty Boop will be proud of me.
Good luck to bowling.
Thanks, Saturday.
All right. So this is the championship match right here. A couple flaws of practice. We'll be underway. All the divisions bowling, one game, no pins carry over. Highest score wins. So, much easier to track. Sean Lee, Taylor Lopez, Eugene, Richie Myers, and Casey Newts. Appreciate you, Z-Corn. Appreciate you.